Today we're making this beautiful Starbucks copycat lemon loaf. I found this recipe on Pinterest and I will leave a link to it down below for those of you that want to give this recipe a try. To start off, we're going to need half a cup of unsalted butter at room temperature plus 1 cup of sugar. Mix these together until it's fluffy. The recipe says this will take about 3 minutes. As you can see, I clearly didn't wait long enough for my butter to soften, so I'm gonna add the next ingredients to help move things along. Adding in 3 eggs. That looks a bit better. To the bowl, we're gonna add in half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of lemon extract, and the zest of 1 whole lemon. I wish I had a smaller tool, but alas, this is all I have. We're also gonna squeeze in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Give everything a quick mix. Now it's time for our dry ingredients. To the bowl, we're gonna add in 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. The recipe says to gradually add in the dry ingredients while also adding in 1/3 of a cup of buttermilk. I guess we'll just add in the buttermilk now and pretend we did it the right way. Grab your 8x4-inch loaf pan and either spray it down with nonstick cooking spray or rub it with some butter. We're gonna line our baking pan with parchment, and since we're using parchment paper, we technically don't have to spray or rub anything on the inside. However, I find that this helps the parchment stick to the pan and it doesn't let the batter sneak underneath it. Into the oven at 350 degrees for 50 to 60 minutes. The recipe does say to check it after 30 minutes, and if the top is getting too brown, to tent it with some foil. I didn't have to do that. This loaf looks pretty. For the finishing touch, we're gonna whip up some lemon glaze for the top. Into the bowl goes 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 cup of powdered sugar, and 1 tablespoon of milk. Mix everything together and start drizzling it all over the top of your loaf. If you want a thicker glaze, then I suggest reducing your lemon juice and milk by half and giving that a try. I did test out a slice, and honestly I haven't had a Starbucks lemon loaf slice in ages, so I'm not sure if this is a copycat version, but it is definitely lemony and very delicious. So I think it's a winner. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate your support, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video.